Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in for this video. I am just so excited right now. You may have heard, I posted on my Facebook page and my Twitter page the other day, but I'm in the November 2009 issue of ELLE Magazine, and it's just a huge, exciting honor and accomplishment for me. I was actually contacted about this a while back, but I really kind of wanted to not say too much about it just in case for some reason it didn't happen. But it was one of my celebrity-inspired looks, my Frida Pinto look, one of the stars of Slumdog Millionaire. I did a look based on her a while ago, you might remember it, and that was just one that they wanted to feature along with several others there on this portion of the magazine. So it's the November 2009 issue, which may not be out in stores yet. For the most part. I think the reason why I know about it, like I would be totally showing it to you right now, but I don't have it yet because I haven't been able to find it in stores. And one of my subscribers, it was Hip Tech Cat, she let me know that she got hers in the mail and it was in there, so people who subscribe may get this before the rest of us do. But anyway, I was just so elated. It's got a picture of me with no makeup on, and then a picture of me looking like, I mean, I don't feel like I look like Frida Pinto, but it's a Frida Pinto inspired look, and then a picture of her. It wasn't really the one that I went off of to create that look. They used a different one, but for the most part, you kind of get the idea of what I was going for. But no matter what, I was just completely shocked when I was first approached about it. Definitely wanted to tell you all, but it's more exciting to tell you now that it's actually happened. But I really wanted to put this out there on my YouTube channel mostly as a thank you because, I mean, we've gotten now to more than like 32,000 subscribers here on this channel, and so many views per video. I mean, the channel itself, my main page is getting close to 1 million views. I don't even know how many views the individual videos have gotten. So, I mean, it's just an amazing thing, but I feel like I wouldn't be doing it if it weren't for you guys that kind of keep me wanting to do more, you know, giving me your requests, giving me your, what I would call success stories. I mean, the message from the woman who says she's a cancer patient, and this is the, you know, watching these videos brightens up her day a little bit or gives her something else to think about. The single mom who is looking for some way to kind of revamp her lifestyle a little bit, give her a little more confidence. And I'm not saying that makeup, you know, I'm not trying to put too deep a meaning on what I'm doing here, but I can tell that it's changed some lives out there, and at least given confidence. And when a person has confidence, I feel like they can go on and do bigger and better things. And so if this is one little avenue for that confidence to reach someone's life, then I am so happy that I'm doing this. And thank you so much for your feedback. I feel like it's really a family here on YouTube with the people who watch these videos, people who read my blog as well. It's really been incredible, and I owe so much of any recognition that I get right back to you guys, so thank you so very much. Now I want to talk a little bit about what I'm doing this video for, which is getting more wide awake looking eyes. This is a daily challenge for me because I wake up so early to do a morning newscast, and I'm just always trying to not make it appear that I'm as tired as I actually am. So I wanted to just pass along a few tips because this is a question that I get a lot, you know, how can I make myself look a little more awake? And it really does come down to the eyes. So the first thing that you need to think about is concealer around your eyes. We all have, at some point, you know, like a bluish toned kind of circle that is going sort of right in here by our nose, around our eye, and also maybe some discoloration at the outer corner. So concealer is going to be your friend in terms of getting rid of that. I would normally put on some foundation first, and then I'll go to some concealer for the under eye area. One of my absolute favorites, as you know, is Bobbi Brown's Creamy Concealer Kit. She has the Creamy Concealer Kit, which is, I have it in natural, and it basically comes with the concealer on top, a creamy concealer, and then like a powder on the bottom. But what I've been using more lately is my corrector, which is sort of the same same type of product, only the shade I have it in is called Bisque, and it's a little more peachy. Does a great job of really getting rid of the discoloration around my eye area. Bobbi Brown is expensive. I will say, I mean, I don't splurge on a lot of my makeup, but concealer is one thing that I do sometimes spend a little more on, but I really, really do like the product. I think she's got a great thing going on there. It's so creamy, even a little bit moisturizing, and you top that off with the powder. That's the key. It doesn't have to be this kind of powder, but whatever concealer you conceal, and then you want to take a little brush or whatever you use to apply your powder and get some of that right in on top of that concealer. Just at least a little bit to kind of set it, and it's going to brighten the area even more. Make sure your concealer is also basically matching your skin tone. It shouldn't be that much lighter at all. I mean, I know that's the thought is that, okay, I want this area, this dark area to be light, so I'm using a light color, but you need to really try to focus on matching so you don't look like you've got two tones of skin here. Another one that I like that's also more of a high-end brand is the Kat Von D Tattoo Concealer. This is also designed to be used all over the face. I have it in light. I've used this a lot as well. It's a little bit lighter feeling than the Bobbi Brown, but it's still you know, really, really effective with its coverage. In terms of less expensive options, one of the closest things that I've found to the Bobbi Brown stuff is from NYX, or NYX. This is available at cherryculture.com for a pretty low price if you don't have this in your drugstore. But it's called Concealer in a Jar. I have it in light. So this is another one of those more creamy textured concealers. It really does remind me quite a bit of Bobbi Brown's product, and it was what I used before I got the Bobbi Brown stuff, and they're pretty similar. If you really, really want something super lightweight, and you don't maybe have bad circles, you don't have a lot to cover up, but you just kind of want to keep that area smooth and maybe just take care of any minor discoloration, the Maybelline Mineral Power Concealer, I have it in Sand. It's medium 0/1. That's pretty good for a light coverage concealer. I would really, really recommend this for blemishes, though, because it's so gentle. Next thing is your eyeshadow. Makes a big difference in how awake you look, and if the awake look is what I'm going for, usually what I'm doing for news, I'm going to take a light shade and put it all over my eyelid. So by light, I mean like a creamy sort of shade like this. Might have a little shimmer in it, doesn't have to. This shade is Naked Lunch from MAC. But my goodness, there are so many just general light shades, and I just go all over my eyelid with that. So take a little brush, take your ELLE eyeshadow brush or whatever you like to use, a sponge tip applicator, get that all over your lid, inner corner to outer corner. Then take a smaller brush if you have it. I have that small little detail brush. It's like this big, or a Q-tip or something, and get that color right in here, okay? See how this area is highlighted here? That's bringing a lot of life to that area, and it's a subtle, subtle move, but it really is brightening things up. You can go about your liner however you want to. I'm just giving you some, I mean, I feel like, you know, some people, if you have very, very small eyes, you may not want to line. Do I have glitter here? Sparkly object. Anyway, if you have very small eyes, you may not want to line all the way around. I'll leave that up to your personal preference. But another eyeshadow tip is with your contour color. Think about making sure that is kind of lifted up toward the outside when you're doing that, because that's going to give you this look of things being a little more lifted and a little less down, like that. Like, for example, today I used this L'Oreal Hip Duo in Cheeky. I used this deep plum shade, got my fine crease brush here from Essence of Beauty, and I just kind of worked out in circular motions. It's kind of like that outer V, you know? That's basically what I'm talking about here. And I'm just working it up almost as if I were going to connect it to the outer end of my eyebrow. So you're just building it up, and that's giving your eyes sort of an uplifted look. So excuse me, another eyeshadow tip to keep in mind there. One thing to think about, regardless of how you do your liner, keeping a light liner, a white liner, in your waterline. I actually have that right now. I have a light white eyeliner that I went down and I put it right here. And that is, when you think about what that's doing, that's almost extending the whites of your eyes, making your eyes look bigger and a little bit more wide open. If you look at yourself really, really close, you might freak yourself out. But if you're at a typical distance away from anyone, I mean, it's really going to make your eyes look more awake. So anything will work. I mean, just make sure it's soft enough. A lot of brands do sell a white eyeliner, so just really whatever you use there is going to be fine. With your eyelashes, make sure you're curling them. Curling them is the biggest thing you can do, but if you want to go one step further, I guess the absolute biggest thing you can do is put on some false eyelashes. I have some on now, and my goodness, these can just really make you look so much more alive and awake, especially in those early morning hours from doing the news. And I mean, these can just kind of take care of a lot of issues, I feel like. So what I have on, I cannot remember what number these are, but they're very, very close, I know, to these number 53 Salon Perfect lashes. These are available at Walmart, very inexpensive, they're very natural. If you've never tried false lashes, these are pretty natural false eyelashes. The key to really making them allow your eyes to look more awake is as the glue dries that you put on there, and I have a false eyelash tutorial that will walk you through this more in depth, but as they dry, make sure you're kind of holding your finger. If this was drying, I would hold my finger so it's tipping them up a little bit, and that's helping them to dry in an upward fashion, and therefore they're lifted, they're not getting down in your eye, they're more up out of your eye. So there's a big eye-opening tip there, no pun intended. And another thing is for your eyebrows, make sure those are groomed. Use an eyebrow gel. This one from Rimmel is Style and Shine, you know, whatever you can find there. Really, they all work the same basically, but get that on your eyebrows. Make sure they're groomed and you know, not hanging down in your eye. That's more of a guy problem than a girl problem, I think. But anyway, those are my eye tips. My memory card's about out at this moment, so it's flashing at me. But yeah, just think about those things the next time you get ready and you know you're tired and you know you don't want to look tired to everybody else. So thanks so much, guys, for watching this video, and have a great day.